nie? Więc my sobie po prostu ruszamy, nie przyciągając, ruszamy. Oczywiście nadal liczymy na czas, mamy minutę czasu, więc musimy się wyrobić w każdej minucie i musimy znaleźć, więc po prostu lecimy. Mamy oczywiście minutę czasu.
Woden was waiting for me on the steps of the old building.
Mr. Payne, let's go inside. The others are anxious to begin.
The others?
Despite the general misconception, this building actually predates the City Hall by 2 years, thus being the oldest municipal building still in use here at the foot of the Brooklyn Bridge.
No kidding. The old man played tour guide as he led me through a dark domed hall. The answers I was after loomed large ahead.
Mr. Payne, I would like to introduce you to my colleagues in what we call the Inner Circle.
You've been watching too much X-Files.
You have seen the files on Project Valhalla. We can fill the gaps, provide you with the information missing from those files. We were all involved in the early stages of the project during the Gulf War.
What's the catch?
We would very much like to blow this thing wide open, but our hands are tied. Her name is Nicole Horn. She was the key figure in Project Valhalla. When the funding was discontinued, she simply refused to quit. She knew exactly what she had in her hands. Nicole Horn is the president of Acer Corporation. She has more than half the city in her pocket. This must be kept under wraps. If you try to go public with this, we will deny any knowledge. We need you to take her out. Afterwards, we can protect you. Make all the charges go away.
That was the cue for the killer suits to kick in the doors and swarm inside. It was an impressive floor show, but I decided to leave early anyway. It was only a one-story floor. Lucky me. One of the modern... On screen, the so-called corpse of Alfred Woden stood up, miraculously waking from his dirt nap, looking smug among his dead pals. In the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. I didn't know how he'd pulled it off, but it was a pretty slick way to get out of all his promises. Most of what he had said fit too well to be a load of crap. It showed what was left of the inner circle.
I'm going in.
Muszę się śpieszyć, bo czasu jest zbyt mało. Ja się z tam nie bawił.
is your answer to those saying that he is actually providing a service long overdue to the city?
This crusade nonsense has gone too far. He's out of control. It must stop. He will be stopped.
That was Deputy Chief Jim Rivera from the New York City Police Department.
Videotape. Nicole Horn had blackmailed the inner circle into silence. The tape came with a curt extortion note on a piece of expensive paper. I remembered Candy Dawn taping her clients in action on the side, selling the tapes to the highest bidder. I was sure that kinky sex was nowhere near Alfred Woden's worst sin. But I had a feeling that when this was over, any collateral would come in handy. Lay on the desk. Woden had left me a present. Woden had taken care of my mission preps with military precision. The critical areas in the Acer Corporation headquarters blueprints were circled in red. The president's office was at the top of the building, right below her penthouse suite. The elevators were controlled by a security computer, part of the mainframe located underground below the building. The high-rise was sealed as tight as a sci-fi fortress.
Bardzo mało czasu mi zostało.
Engaging hostile.
Niewiele zostało oczywiście. No trudne zadanie, bo muszę się streszczać. Więcej mi czasu stało, bo nie mam zbyt wiele czasu.
I had dreamed of revenge. Those dreams were always nightmares, of coming close and then failing. Now I was close. I had a name to guide me, Nicole Horn. I had nothing to lose. The inner circle. Project Valhalla had not been the only thing the inner circle had been involved in. There were rows of cabinets full of files. The Serpentine Secret Society went back a long way, always pulling strings from the shadows. I couldn't say I was sorry. Woden's move in some Byzantine power game had cut the circle's membership roster to 1. The old man wanted me on cleanup duty. It was my mess, too. Had quite a track record.
Widziałeś tak, bo nie mam bojów. I musimy jechać szybko, bo czasu nie ma. Jeśli nie zdążę Kolejny się będziemy iść.
Go, go, go!
Musimy się trochę wyszczyć. Musimy śpieszyć. Kurde, no boi w górę, no. Kurde, nie wiem. Lecimy szybko, nie? Bo ja mam już tyle czasu. Szybko, 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 szybko. Chyba nie idziemy, tam będzie ma czasu.
CIA, terminate.
Take him down. Shoot to kill. Let's finish this.
No i dało się zakończyć ten rozdział. Teraz zostaną już ostatni rozdział. To AZ Corporation się udamy.
Mine wasn't the most original approach to the problem. It wasn't as if it hadn't all been done before. An eye for an eye, the first principle of revenge. Old as dirt, still going strong. The cardinal rule in going after someone with an intention to kill was not to make it personal, which it almost always ended up being anyway. It did with me.
Zobaczymy u góry.
I took my time, cruising around the city in the snow. There was no hurry. I knew what I had to do now. I took my time, thinking about it, building up the rage. When I was ready, I parked the stolen wheels at the front entrance of the Acer Corporation headquarters. Got out, got in, got cracking. I had a bullet with Nicole Horn's name on it. I had 10,000 bullets with the hag's name on them. She had ultra-high-tech security systems, enough mercenaries and weaponry to start World War III. There was no fear. New York disappeared behind a veil of snow. I had crossed the threshold. This was her domain, sleek and sexy and soulless, all glass and steel. A place of color-coded security keycards, metal detectors, and surveillance systems.
3 minuty teraz mam głód. W zasadzie ile tyle mam aż 3 minuty, nie wiem.
Colder than a walk-in fridge. Cold as a gun.
Tylko pałkę. Wystarczy. No, już na podłodze. Więcej czasu. Ale też, kurde, nie ma w ogóle bojów. Tylko pałka. Granat. Mało nabojów. Nie ma tak łatwo, nie? Nie ma tak łatwo. Lecimy. Szybko, bo my nie mamy czasu. Tutaj czeka nas niestety, ale musimy to teraz robić.
Mona, looking good.
Max, we gotta stop meeting like this.
It will be a cold day in hell before I let a narc cop stop me. Miss Sachs, do your job.
Relax, Max. You're a nice guy. I don't kill nice guys.
You're not bad yourself.
It was different when Horn wanted Punchinello dead. To cut her ties to the Mafia. He deserved to die.
The same goes with her. She's the bad guy here. Her sister was whispering to her in my favor. I knew the appetites of ghosts intimately. They hungered for revenge. A gunshot boomed and she fell down in slow motion. She was a nice girl. Not really a stone-cold killer. And now she was stone-cold dead. Like religious fanatics or loyal samurai, Horn's private army was coming at me.
Contact. Max Payne located.
When the elevator came back down, Mona was gone. There was a lot of blood, but no body. Something clicked for the final time. My mind had never been so clear, as if somewhere high above the storm clouds were already gone, cold stars blazing from the black skies.
A to moja wina? Kurwa. Nie. Temat obniżył kurwa ten. Szybciej, 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 no idź to szybciej.
You know what I'm talking about. And all the...
Dawaj kurwa na wszystkie broni. Bo nie mam ani jednej broni, co? Nie max 2, tylko max 1. Wyłącz to.
I had elevator access to the main floor. Override the security locks and get to her office.
trochę, nie? Więc nie mam czasu. Czyli trochę czasu dodać muszą. Muszą. Ale mam mało czasu.
The unmarked chopper was Horn's pet guardian, inhuman and flawless. It was stalking me.
I hate to be stared
locks were now offline. All bets were off. The elevator would take me all the way up.
Kurde, teraz dojedzie do starszych czasie skończyć. To ja mam mało czasu. To, że dojedzie do góry? Nie będzie powodnie, że nie. To niemożliwe. Za dużo tu wciągałem, że musiałem tylko tak.
Seen from this height, the night seemed to stretch on to eternity. A hint of desperation had crept into the snowstorm, as if it was trying to get it all out before the end.
A ja może i tak zdążę. Tu jeszcze mam sporo kolesi. Nie odciągać się, bo nie ma czasu.
Horn's personal computer was on.
Jeszcze góra czeka.
Next to the printer was a neat stack of expensive paper. Hacking through Horn's computer would have unearthed files of criminal plans, strategies for world domination, spy helicopter reports, illegal wiretap recordings, internet porno, all of the above. Take your pick. I really didn't care anymore. I had seen too much of it already.
O, to my lecimy. Mało czasu zostało. Teraz ostatni cel. Ostatnie zadanie.
Valkyr had been meant to be a white-winged maiden that would lift you to a warrior's heaven, but it turned out to be a one-way demon ride to hell. The devil was in the drug. I knew. I had met him. And now I was going to kill her. The queen of the underworld who had tried to lift herself a bit closer to heaven with her drug money. No begging, no bribes. She knew better. Honor among killers. We who were about to die. Both of us knew how this would end. In pain and suffering.
All this because your wife stuck her nose into things that were none of her business.
The cops were coming to take me away. The sirens were like a bad conscience I couldn't shake.
It's ridiculous you've made it this far. You won't be alive when they get here. Stop him!
Mam minutę czasu. Więc to było taki rozdział do odliczenia. Musimy sobie robić minuty. fajnie. Inną broń powinien wziąć. Albo mam... ja wiem jak to mogę załatwić.
Stop him!
Max Payne, this is futile. A waste of time. The deaths of your wife and daughter were necessary. Inevitable. It is done. You cannot bring them back. Nothing you do will make it any better.
Dawaj, bo czas mi się skończy. Szybciej. Mało czasu, dawaj, otwieraj to.
Max Payne, you are fighting a losing battle.
Otwieraj.
You cannot survive
Nie,
this.
nie.
You die. Stop fighting. Make it easy for yourself.
To musi nie działać.
Accept your fate. You will die here.
Oj, muszę się zabić. Zginę przez czas. Jak się ten czas się skończy. Nie wiecie, kurwa, ten...
Stop him!
Ja nie mam czasu.
Max Payne, this is futile. A waste of time. The deaths of your wife and daughter were necessary. Inevitable.
Jest
It is done.
pierdolenia
You
i...
cannot bring them back. Nothing you do will make it any better.
Tak szybko? Niemożliwe. No jak tu nie zdążę, to ja już nie mogę.
Max Payne, you are fighting a losing battle. You cannot survive this. You will die. Stop fighting. Make it easy for yourself. Accept Accept your fate. You will die here.
Jak spadnie. Mi to kurwa dość. Kurde, ja nie wiem tego wchodzić. Co zrobię? Zabiję się. Kurwa, nie chcę mi się tego robić już. Cholera jasna. Kurwa. Nie chce mi się kurwa, bo nie mogę przejść przez ten mostek. Jak ja mam to wykonać? Nie da się to kurwa.
Stop him!
Więcej czasu powinno być. Ale nie da się kurwa. Ale się nie da kurwa. To trudne kurwa. Żeby to zrobić, to kurwa sporo czasu leci. Co ja mam kurwa tu zrobić?
The elevator lobby. Get us back up now.
Max Payne.
Nic nie miałem, żeby to zrobić.
A waste of time.
Ej, nie włączy ktoś jeszcze? Jebany szmato. Ty palę się tak szybko rozbroję, że kurwa nic.
The deaths of your wife and daughter were necessary. Inevitable. It is done. You cannot bring them back. Nothing you do will make it any better.
Dalej.
Max Payne, you are fighting a losing battle. You cannot survive this. You will die. Stop fighting. Make it easy for yourself. Accept your fate. You will
I teraz
die.
przeszedł tym mostem. O. Nie, i znowu nic ja pierdolę. Dobra, ja to kasuję. Nie, no skończę dzisiaj, ja pierdolę. Nie da się tego przejść. No nie da się. Mam dość tego kurwa. Że nie mogę przedostać się, ja pierdolę. Kurwa jebana, psia mać. Co on mi duży, że to czuła się tak zjebana totalnie jak chuj. No dobrze mówił. To czuła się zjebana.
Valkyr had been meant to be.
I się tak nie cóż, sobie tego jutro. To tak
The deaths
skubana
of your
jest.
wife and daughter were necessary, inevitable. It is done. You cannot bring them back. Nothing you do will make it any better. Max Payne, you are fighting a losing battle.
Okay.
You cannot survive this. You will die. Stop fighting. Make it easy for yourself. Accept your fate. You will die.
Otwieraj to! Nie mam czasu. Jak to przyjdzie... No otwieraj to! Chyba spadnę albo nie zdążę. Mam dość tego! Ja przez kurwa czas skończę. Teraz zdążyłem, bo ja pierdolę. Ostatnio tutaj zdążyłem, no może tu zapis będzie. Właśnie mam mało listę czasu. Zaraz tu zdechnę. Maluszkę. Jak więcej czasu miałem, bym nie zdążył.
What do you mean he's unstoppable? You are superior to him in every way that's possible. 21.
Not a step further. Any means necessary.
No chodź! Kurwa, chodź tutaj! Ja pierdolę. No, bardzo ma czasu. To teraz jeszcze zadanie mnie zostało. Musimy teraz się wyrobić. Może. Mam czasu, cholera, no, to już jest dom. A tutaj tak nie wiemy.
Attempting to land now. It's gonna be tricky.
Muszę tylko robić jedno. Muszę jeszcze czas tam i tam postrzelić, bo mi mało czasu zostało.
She's on board. We're out of here as soon as the wind dies down. Don't run.
Co mi przyjdzie? Przestać tutaj, i zostać jak to było cofnąć, bo czasu jeszcze. Teraz to robimy. I tak o. No to udało się to grę na nowojorskiej minucie. Właśnie było łatwo. Skończyłem grę na nowojorskiej minucie.
They were all dead. The final gunshot was an exclamation mark to everything that had led to this point. I released my finger from the trigger.
No to internet nie jest takie łatwe, hop siup. Ale się udało i było ciężko. Powiem, na nowojorskiej minucie jest bardzo ciężko.
And then it was all over.
Każdej chwili
The storm seemed to lose its frenzy. The ragged clouds gave way to the stars above.
Max Payne, this is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. We've got the building surrounded. Throw down your weapons and lie down with your hands behind your head.
A bit closer to heaven. The cops' voices were distant and muted.
Freeze! NYPD! Hold it right there!
My ghosts released me from their haunting. Down below, New York City glittered like diamonds on black velvet.
You gave us one hell of a ride. Take him down to Central Booking.
You heard the man.
Woden was there in the crowd, standing by the sidelines. It wouldn't be over till the man with the patch would say so. He'd say the right words. I knew he would. He'd better. Woden grinned smugly. It was the grin of a winner. That made two of us.
O, proszę bardzo. Czyli grę na nowojorskiej minucie czy teraz? Koniec. Więc tak, zostawię was z napisami końcowymi. Na pewno były pokazane chyba w którym czasie zdążę skończyć tę grę. Więc zostawiam z napisami. Nie wiem, czy coś jeszcze o tym nie będzie, bo widzę, że czas minuta jeszcze jest, nie wiem do czego, to już trzyma. Ale tak was zostawiam z napisami końcowymi. I dziękuję za wspaniałą grę. Za klasyk, który skończyłem na nowojorskiej minucie, tego co mówiłem. I dziękuję wszystkim za tę grę. I za ten klasyk. sobie z napisami końcowymi i sobie o, to jest zmęczony. Dobra, więc to było wszystko, co się udało przejść ostatni rozdział. Więc to było wszystko w tym Max Payne. Do na razie.